Hey guys, happy March. It's ya boy, Kit, coming out here with another video. So, we're doing an update with my Beanie Babies as of um recent. Um I went to another antique mall thrift area in Lancaster, Ohio, and I walked away with quite a few bit of Beanie Babies. And so I have more to my collection. So, yeah. So, before that trip, I had 25 Beanie Babies. And that includes like the buddies and like the small one. Oh, hold on. Strike that. That's 26 Beanie Babies. I almost forgot the two that are on my desk. So, there's 26 that was before this trip. That included like the Beanie Buddies and like the little McDonald's ones, as well as two that I forgot in previous videos that were also from my mother-in-law, because these ones sit in my kitchen on like in like a display thing sort of situation, like they're in a pottery I don't know how to explain it. It's like a pottery thing, whatever. It's Longaberger made, and like they just sit on there like this, butt to butt, and yeah, they're both a little raggedy and they probably need a good wash, but I just never got around to it. So yeah. So like I said before the trip, I had 26 Beanie Babies, including the buddies and the McDonald's toys. And we went to two places in Lancaster, Ohio. We went to the old shoe factory, which is in the name, it's an old shoe factory that turned into like this antique mall. It's supposed to be 3 stories in like the beginning of March. So I would say like March 10th and 11th, I think, is when they're debuting the opening of the 3rd floor. But it's like it's 2 floors as of like now, the recording of this video and uploading of this video. And so we went there. I looked around. The only Beanie Babies that I found were like McDonald's ones that were Maple and like Britannia, and I'm like, I don't want these ones. So I walked away empty-handed out of that place. The next place was called Peddler's Junction, and that place was a gold mine for me. There was like even a booth that primarily just sold Beanie Babies, and I would have bought more from that booth, but they were like a little bit more expensive than what I wanted. Like if I bought 2 from that booth, it would be like $8 total. So like they were $4 for each Beanie Baby, which was in my mind a little expensive, because I don't think Beanie Babies should be that expensive. They're not valuable. They are to me, but they're not valuable. So that day I walked away with 7 Beanie Babies. I could have gone more, but I walked away with 7 Beanie Babies. And my God, guys. So now I have 33 Beanie Babies in my budding, growing collection of Beanie Babies. And my camera is falling. No! I'm just gonna let this happen. No! So yeah, my collection is growing. So I'm gonna show off each of my new little friends that I bought and how much they were. Let's get into it. Let me just preface this and say every single one that I bought that day were ones that I had been looking for. Like, for starters, Bongo here, I can never find Bongo. I want the Beanie Buddy of Bongo, but I was so excited when I found this boy because I love this monkey, and I was so ecstatic when I found him. Like, I looked over at my husband, I'm like, look, they have Bongo. And they were like, cool. And I'm like, I'm gonna get them. And they're like, okay. And I think my camera's falling again. No! Okay, and then the next one is Rocket. So I found Rocket at the same antique mall that I found Flapjack at, but I didn't buy him because I just really, really wanted Flapjack. And I know his name is actually Mac, but he's Flapjack to me. That is Flapjack, because I love Owl House. But so I found Rocket, and I'm like, for $2.99, just like Bongo is $2.99. I'm like, I can't pass him up, because like, look at him. Look at this little bird. He's so cute. I love Blue Jays. I even had this one as a kid. So, nostalgic. Same thing with Bongo, like, nostalgia. After that, oh my God, I just showed him off in the camera. After that was Jake, the duck. So I work at a school again. Not saying the name of the school, location, whatever, but in the classroom I'm in, there are some Beanie Babies there, and Jake is one of them. He doesn't have his tag, and like the other tag, you can't even see it because he's been washed a lot. So I didn't really remember his name was Jake until I found him. And I'm like, you know what? I had Jake as a kid. My classroom has Jake. And if I ever decide to grow and move in a different direction with my career path, I'd like to have Jake as a way to remember my time as a teacher again. Not that I'm planning on leaving anytime soon. It's just like maybe like 10, 15 years, I look at Jake and be like, that time that I was at that one school, that one classroom, and they had Jake. But I really do love Jake. He's a cute duck. Quack, 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 quack. What am I even saying? Jake, as well as with like Rocket and Bongo, they were also $2.99. I mean, he was also $2.99. The next one I found is Nuts the squirrel. The first one I found had like glue in his tail, which made me really, really sad. And then I found this one, and it wasn't until right before I checked out that I realized that his little whiskers on this side is missing. And it made me a little sad because, you know, his whiskers is gone. But it's okay. It's his little own deformity, and I love him no matter what. I'm just glad that I didn't get the one with the glue on his tail because I didn't want glue on his tail. And look at this little squirrel. So cute. Meh. Meh. And then the next one was actually the first one that I found, who was also $2.99. We were just like walking around. I think it was maybe like the 5th or 6th booth that we had stopped at. And at that point, my husband, they had already found like a PlayStation game that they were going to buy. And this PlayStation game was like PlayStation 1, OG, childhood throwback nostalgia, whatever. And so I found this Beanie Baby and I'm like, I want this Beanie Baby. And they're like, okay. They knew going into this trip that I was walking away with like more than at least 2 Beanie Babies because that was just the goal of mine. Anyway, so here's Seaweed. I love that his name is Seaweed and that he's carrying a little seaweed. He's just so stinking cute. He and like Bongo feel like they're a little like not full, if that makes sense. Like they had just been sitting around for so long and like their beads have just collectively gone into one spot. I don't know. Maybe that's just me and I just haven't held Bongo and Seaweed since I was a child to remember how they felt like. It just doesn't feel like he or Bongo have enough beads in their body. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And then I found this one right before the last one. And I have to say something. So the last Beanie Baby I'm going to show off was not the last one I found. So I found that one, the last one, in like the all Beanie Babies booth because I wanted to find some Beanie Babies I wanted. And I found like a good amount at that booth and I was going to buy those ones. And then, because at that point it was just Seaweed and then this one and that was it. And then I found another booth that had a bucket that had a bunch of Beanie Babies that were $2.99, which is where I found Nuts, Rocket, Bongo, and Jake. And so I swapped out a few of them that were like different prices, and then I kept some of them, and that's just what I did. And then the only one I kept was the last one from that Beanie Baby themed booth because, like I said, they're $4.99. If I bought like 2 of them, they're $8. And sure, like you rack it up with like when they're all $2.99 or something like that, but like I wanted the ones that I could actually find that I wanted. There were some of them that I kind of wanted that I didn't end up getting from that booth, but the one that I ended up buying from that specific booth was the one that I wanted primarily. Anyway, as I'm just rambling on, here's Mystic the unicorn. I love how derpy their eyes are if you look at them head on. I had this unicorn as a kid. It just recently I realized that the tail and mane are like pink, blue, and yellow, but maybe I always knew that and I just forgot because I hadn't held Mystic in my hand in so long. This one is a very nostalgic one because I had this unicorn, and also the sense my first childhood pet, their name was Mystic. Like I said, my first childhood pet was named Mystic, and no, they weren't like a white dog or a white cat or whatever. They were a black cat, and that was just the name that my mom went with. So nostalgic in the sense that I used to own this unicorn as a kid, and also the sense of my first beloved pet that I had. And lastly, this one. So I've actually been scouring the internet trying to find this one at a reasonable price because like on Etsy and stuff like that, some of them are kind of like reasonably priced, but then like shipping's a nightmare, or they're like not reasonably priced, and again, shipping's a nightmare. I feel like it's the same way on like eBay, maybe Facebook Market. I haven't really been looking into it. But this one specifically I wanted to find because my partner, their favorite dogs are Cocker Spaniels. And they had one growing up and they named him Lady. And based off the whole Lady and the Tramp movie from Disney, that's their favorite Disney movie. And so I wanted to find this one and I found Spunky, the Cocker Spaniel. I really want to find the big ones primarily just for my partner because, like I said, they love Cocker Spaniels. We have a little Cocker Spaniel statue in our living room. Yeah, that was the whole reason I wanted to find this dog. So this is the third dog I have, or maybe second. Anyways, so yeah, this is the one that I got that was $4.99. They got the protector tag and everything, and there was like a few of them, I think. I don't know why I said JJ. Maybe I was thinking JJ the jet plane, which is, where did that come from? Oh, I think I know where it came from. I was trying to say rocket and then JJ the jet plane because it's a jet and rockets. I don't know. Anyways, I think Rocket had a protector, like a little protector sleeve, as well as Jake and I think Mystic. I think they had little sleeves on it, and I just took them off because I really don't care about the protector sleeves on their tags. But Spunky has the protector tag, as well as Legs has a protector tag, and I just never took them off. Maybe I'll take them off. I'm not really concerned about the whole protecting their tags because there's no monetary value of these for me. They're just sentimental value. So that's my video. Me and Flapjack are going to cut it now. I don't even know what that was. That was really bad. I'm really lame. Sorry. But we're gonna go. Have a great day, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I hope you enjoyed seeing the horde of Beanie Babies that is becoming mine. I'm creating a Beanie Baby army, and when I reach a certain level, I will be unstoppable. I'm cringe, and I know it. Anyways, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. Mwah.